Hello everyone, my name is Zoe and I'm here to read a little bit about what's happening in the energy space at this time. Are there any messages that we need to hear from the divine? What needs to be brought from the unconscious to the conscious mind? Now, hopefully this resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. It just means the message isn't for you. But hopefully you can get something out of it on a personal level. And we'll see what we have to find tonight in the energy. Okay, what messages do we have from the divine? What messages do we have from the divine? Okay, we're just coming out of eclipse season, so it has been a little bit rocky, as we know. Emotions have come very close, and we have really been feeling what's been going on in the universe up there. I'm definitely not an astrologist, but I do read up a little bit about it, and it definitely has been an interesting couple of weeks. Okay, first card, Six of Pentacles. It's funny because I am actually doing a fair few readings, and Six of Pentacles has been coming out quite a bit. Also the same with the Justice card. So I really do feel as though we're coming into alignment in terms of balance. So we can see, how he's holding the scales here. This card does represent give and take, black and white, opposites. What is it that comes to mind for me? Well, basically what I'm feeling here is though it's time to now give back to yourself. We've actually been going through a lot lately where we've been feeling a little bit unbalanced, and we haven't been really sure on how do we get that back in tune. And really what I'm feeling is though it's actually now time to really think about, okay, what am I doing in my life right now that does not serve me? How do I make sure that I bring in things that does in my relationships, in my career, in my life in terms of my passions? What is it that I'm doing to make sure that I do have balance within my life right now? Oh, these messages just keep coming out the same. We've got the Ace of Cups again. So this was, if you'd seen my last reading, Ace of Cups did come out. And Ace of Cups really does represent self-love. How am I taking the time to bring in balance, to give back to myself, and to really make sure I am filling up my cup? Now, the other thing about self-love, and this is probably something that I do get asked a lot, is, well, what is self-love? How do I give myself love? Is it about meditating all the time? Is it about becoming spiritual? Well, it's not all roses. Let me just tell you that. It's actually, self-love is really about facing the parts of you that you have pushed away. And I mean, I've been going through this in the last year, really coming back into your own self and really understanding, okay, what is it that, as I was growing up, what is it that I pushed away because of the society that I grew up in, because of the way that I thought people viewed me, and what I was taught that was wrong, what was I taught that was right. And because of what has been happening around us as we grow up and around this world, we do tend to push parts of ourselves away because we feel as though those parts of ourselves doesn't allow us for connection. And if people are saying, oh, that part of you is not that great, you're going to push it away, and you're not going to face it, and you're going to lock it up, and you're going to really think, okay, that part of me is wrong because I'm losing connections with people. I'm upsetting people around me because I'm doing something that is very different, and I'm not fitting in, basically. So what I'm picking up with this, and I was rambling a little bit there, is really about how is it that now in our lives do we celebrate those parts of our lives? How do we bring it to our heart? And how is it that, for a very long time we have feared those parts of ourselves? And for me, it's actually been quite liberating. You can see the peace, the dove, the bird. It's actually quite, in the end, very peaceful to find, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and, it's not about hiding parts of myself anymore. It's about really making myself known to the world. All right, we have the Hanged Man. This is all about a change of perspective. See how he's sacrificing himself? He's actually up there hanging by one leg, and he's actually going through a time where what I'm feeling is though there's a time at the moment where we're actually suspended. So we're at a pause. And we're trying to figure out exactly how do we get back onto our 2 feet, and how do we come out to the world to really say, this is who we are. He's also got that light around his head, which really does represent somebody who is enlightened, going through ideas in his head. Patience is also coming to mind here. How do I take the time to really understand and step off that ledge, or come off that ledge, and really change my perspective? I've been working on changing my perspective on the world around me and how I fit in. The Hanged Man is really about somebody as well who has been suffering, who has been through that sacrifice. And I feel now, that one wanted to come out, I think so. I feel now that this is a time for us to start planting our seeds, to see where this is going to go. Now we've really started to really understand that, who we are, starting to change our perspective. And now it's about, what do I do now? How am I going to come out to the world and show who I am? Well, I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to plant those seeds and watch them grow. And as we know, we plant something, it doesn't grow the next day. It takes time to bloom into beautiful flowers. This card, 2 of Wands, really is representative of future planning. Someone who is, see how they're standing on the wall and they're looking out and they're looking out to the world. It's like it's time to make that decision. It's time to leave and be free. That's what I'm picking up. And in fact, the Two of Wands for me represents someone who's already made that decision. It's just about taking action. It's really about taking action and planting those seeds after that change of perspective that has come about. I hate it when it goes blurry. Blah. Beautiful. I think that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you did get something out of this. And really, happy evening. Bye for now.